So today we're going to cover this camp chair for our SCA event so that we don't look like we're a camping chair. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of fabric and we are going to drape it from the very back side over the top down the front to the floor. So when you're draping this, one thing that you want to remember is that you're doing this inside out. So this is the inside of the fabric. You're going to pin everything to the inside, and then once you get it all stitched, you're going to turn it right side out so that all your seams are on the inside. Okay, I have pinned the next step. So we've already sewn the lower front and the back seam. We've already done the back side seam. So what I did is I draped this over the top. I pinned this section up front to enclose the front of the chair. And then I pinned where these pieces meet together here. I've pinned where this meets here with this part folded over, meeting with this part that's folded over. This will be trimmed off, and that should enclose that seam. And then you repeat for the other side. Alright, so I have cut out my back piece that comes up and over and down the seat. And then I cut out two side pieces that come up the side of the chair and down to the seat. And what I did is I hemmed the bottoms of all four pieces so that I wouldn't have to worry about hemming them after I've got them attached. I knew exactly how long I needed my pieces. Anything extra can get cut off once you anything extra can get cut off when you sew these seams, because you're going to sew the seam along here. But first we have them pinned here and here, and I've also pinned this section here, which is the back. I'm going to sew this seam, and then I'm going to sew this seam on both sides, and then I'm going to sew this seam up to here, which is the front, so that I can start placing the over the arm part. It gives me a little bit more ability to play with how much fabric I need if I have these seams sewn, rather than sewing them all at one time. Alright, well, it looks sloppy but comfortable. I didn't make it super tight because I did want to make sure that there was room for when you sit back, that the fabric moves, everything is covered that should be covered. This is just a super simple, fast cover with leftover fabric that I think I've been holding on to for 20 years. Was able to make two covers for two chairs, and with very little leftover fabric. So yay me for using stash. And you know, the side here is covered. And there's the back. So I'll just give it an iron press and put it away for our trip. So there's a quick DIY for you. So go out and have fun, and if you have a chair that you like to use, that you want to do events in, but you don't want it to look too modern, you can always do a quick slip cover. And therefore, once you're sitting in it, no one will know all the little wrinkles that don't belong. Have a great one. Bye.